This is Elizabeth Owen, seen here enjoying one of our favourite pastimes of cold water dipping. And I guess that is a smile rather than a grimace on her face. It is a lovely photo though. Her other pastime is walking, but most of all, she loves being with her loved ones from her family and wide circle of friends. Seen here in the centre is Barbara Ling on a 4-generation trip to the ABBA Voyage experience earlier this year. She's surrounded by granddaughters and great-granddaughters and also 3 family friends. Barbara tells us that she's aged 80 and has been on watch and wait for the last 6 years. Thanks for sharing all that with us, Barbara. Elizabeth Parker is seen here on a well-deserved break on one of her recent cycling trips. She also likes walking and socialising. She keeps an eye on her weight and health and tells us that life is for living, isn't it? You're certainly right there, Elizabeth. Thank you. Mervyn Davis visits a men's shed 4 mornings a week. He says it's a sanctuary for people like him who have PTSD. He makes things in wood and finds it very therapeutic. This is Norma Dunleavy. She received a shock diagnosis of CLL in February 21, as she had originally gone to her doctor about her fatigue. She then had to shield, having worked for a year during the pandemic. She's now on watch and wait, but her fatigue has now been diagnosed as ME. Norma has changed her diet, joined a gym, and she's given up working hard. She was terrified of her future, but has educated herself and now accepts her situation. She's looking forward to moving to Wales to be near her grandson and son, and simply says, what could be better? This is Stephen Wright, who was one of the first to submit his story to us back in July. He started by telling us that he can't really contribute on any level, be it normal or athletic. Stephen was diagnosed in 2019 with CLL and is on watch and wait. But he's also had 2 strokes, one a TIA and the other an ischemic stroke, which has left him hemiplegic on his right-hand side. He's an active member of Bromsgrove Lions, and he's organised some cream tea trips, one here to Stratford River. With respect, Stephen, I believe your resilience and positive attitude and your care for others is an inspiration to us all. And you certainly fulfill the remit of our Blood Cancer Awareness Month campaign. I lift my hat to you, sir. Chapeau. Sylvia Delacoe loves her motorcycling holidays and hasn't let her diagnosis in 2010, age 58, of CLL stop her doing this. She was on watch and wait for 18 months and then treatment started. In 2014, she was offered ibrutinib, which she has tolerated very well. And this photo is taken on a holiday down the romantic road in Germany, near a castle in Bavaria. It covered over 1,000 miles in 2 weeks. And Sylvia says, that's living well with CLL, and we agree. And finally, something completely different. I'm John Greensmith, and this year I took part in a fashion show called Brave. I was diagnosed in 1990, and I've been heavily treated over the last 32 years, and I'm currently on venetoclax. I joined 23 other men in this fashion show called Brave. The ladies do Courage of the Catwalk on the following nights. We're just ordinary blokes, but we have a shared cancer story. Despite all the other stuff I've done in terms of fundraising, this was a daunting prospect in front of 600 guests each night. However, it was a fabulous and uplifting experience. And despite all the dark times during periods of chemotherapy back in the 90s, I think these pictures will hopefully give you an insight that you can live well with CLL. We collectively, between the men and the ladies, raised £304,000 for the Friends of Anchor in Aberdeen. Some of you may recognise Rory Williams, seen here on the right. Rory featured in webinars at the early stages of the pandemic, where we talked about his COVID experience. Rory is keeping well, and we really enjoyed our shared experience. Thank you for watching our final compilation video, and thanks also to those who contributed to this one. Bye for now.